My friends, religion can be and often is the most complicated consideration in all of life. Think of the ideas and the issues which religion has to deal with. To start, there is the biggest and most difficult thought of all, God. Who is He? Where is He? How do we get to know God? And what does God expect of us? Now, seeking answers to those questions really lead to other fields of thought, such as ethics and morality. What is right? What is wrong? Religion also concerns itself with questions of origin and destiny. Parents of small children are often confronted with the question, where did I come from? Now, the wise parent will always have a ready answer that explains biological reproduction, but even the wiser parent knows that this does not really answer the entire question. Religion also deals with the questions of evil and suffering. If this is God's world and God is so good, why do bad things happen to good people? In God's world, why do evil and suffering exist? We could go on and on, but it should be plain to us that the ideas and issues of religion are not all that simple. Across the centuries, great men and great women with great minds have devoted themselves to the study of religion. They have struggled with issues that have ended up raising far more questions than answers. Well, I think we can be grateful for them for giving us a little bit better understanding of ourselves, of life, and of God. But at the same time, we can grow weary with its complexity. The bottom line, my friends, is this: we are not philosophers or theologians. We are followers of Jesus. The symbol of our faith is not a question mark, it is the cross. Our primary problem is not analyzing life, but living life. Our greatest challenge is not explaining evil or suffering, but overcoming evil and suffering and learning to rise above them. Our supreme need is not to answer all of the questions about God, but to relate to God in such a way as to release His power in and through our lives. Writing about our generation, someone once said this: "We are living deeply entangled lives, and I believe that the time is coming when this sense of entanglement will throw us back on the great simplicities, on the mother truths, and in them we shall find our spiritual bearings again." It could be that St. Peter was feeling those same entanglements and problems of evil and suffering at its worst. With his own eyes, he watched his best friend be crucified. Worse yet, he forsook his friend in his hour of most need. Then, to compound the mystery of it all, that same person whom he watched die was sitting there by a campfire, very much alive. One can only imagine the personal guilt and shame that Peter must have felt. But Jesus cut through it all and went straight to the heart of the issue with one basic question: "Simon, do you love me?" That really is the basic question of Christian discipleship. Do we love Christ? Obviously, there are other questions that cluster around the Christian gospel. But the one question that Jesus put ahead of all others was, do you love me? When Peter answered in the affirmative, Christ gave him one instruction: feed my sheep. In the simple conversation lies the basic elements of the Christian faith and discipleship. Loving Christ means helping people. As I said in the beginning, religion can be very complicated. The questions are many and varied and profound. But if we ever grow weary of its complexities, here is what you can do. Place yourself in the person of Simon Peter and hear that question coming from the lips of Christ. Do you love me? If your answer is yes, and I'm sure it is, then go find some people who need your help and give it to them. Those are the basics: loving Christ, helping people. That is the right way, the real way to simplify religion.